Hello and welcome along to this week's edition of Real Madrid Pass. Another busy but a very positive week for Carlo Ancelotti's men as the Whites racked up 2 wins out of 2 in domestic and European competitions. As always, there's plenty for us to reflect on, so coming up on today's edition. Hello Madridistas and welcome along to the match. Exciting week ahead as Real Madrid will be seeking to clinch their first piece of silverware in 2023. The Spanish Super Cup taking place between the 11th and 15th of January in Saudi Arabia. Real Madrid are the defending champions after clinching the title last January. Well, thank you very much, Nacho. Thanks for coming on the show. It was great to speak to you. Well, as we said, it will be quite busy for some of the Real Madrid players on international duty. But before that, Real Madrid still have a La Liga game to play, and that will be a game against Espanyol. We'll discuss it after a short break. Hello Madridistas and welcome along to the match. The World Cup break is right around the corner as Real Madrid have only 1 fixture left before La Liga goes on hold, and that is a game against Cadiz taking place on Thursday, November the 10th at the Santiago Bernabeu. Joining me today in the studio is Sid Mishra. Sid, hi, great to see you. So how much are we gonna miss La Liga, Sid?
A lot, and it's gonna...
Great to see you. It's the first time we meet in 2023. Are you happy to be back?
Of course I am.
Hello Madridistas and welcome along to the match. Real Madrid continue their impressive start to the season as they've now racked up 7 wins out of 7 across all competitions. And on Wednesday, Carlo Ancelotti's men will be looking to stretch this run when they take on Leipzig at the Santiago Bernabeu. Joining me today in the studio for the build-up is Javi Verde. Great to see you, as always.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know about you, but it's getting more and more difficult to keep track of Real Madrid's victories.
But that's very good news.
Benzema, Rodrigo, Vinicius continue to shine, and if on top of that you have Luka Modric providing 3 assists in 1 game, what else can you wish for?
I mean, not very much. It's so...
Great to see you, Ross. Well, Real Madrid are heading into the clash with Espanyol following their midweek Champions League game with Manchester City. And before we focus on the league, let's take a quick look back at what happened on Wednesday night at the Etihad Stadium. David Alaba speaking there, stressing how special it is for him to play at the Santiago Bernabeu. Well, another player who's been enjoying himself lately is Marco Asensio. Last week he scored his first hat-trick in a Real Madrid shirt, and on Saturday against Villarreal he played his 200th game for the Whites. Real Madrid TV caught up with the player after the match, and here is what he said.
Marco.
Well, after the game, Carlo Ancelotti said, I don't care who starts and who doesn't. What I care about is what players do once they are on the pitch. And Vinicius is a proof. He's absolutely right. Jesus, do you think Vinicius is a better player off the bench?
Well, that's a good question. I think he can be also.
Luka Modric reacting to the game at Balaidos and to the standing ovation that he received from the Galician crowd. Nick, do you know a lot of players who get applauded by an opposition crowd?
No, I really don't.
Just as we are going to enjoy Karim Benzema, who also signed his contract renewal with Real Madrid, in his case until 2023. So a new deal for the Frenchman, yet another great performance on Sunday, and that's not all. Let's cross over to our colleague Bea Paneda, who is going to tell us more about Karim Benzema and his latest achievement. Hello, Bea.
Yes, Karina, Karim Benzema continues to make history.
37 years old, has just started his 11th season at Real Madrid and still an absolute boss in midfield. Well, before we move to the next talking point... Hello and welcome along to the match as we look back at quite an eventful week for Real Madrid. Coming up on today's show, we reflect on Real Madrid's 3-3 draw with Levante, as well as preview their next La Liga test against Betis. But we start the show with the Champions League. Hello and welcome along to Real Madrid Pass. The new season is underway as Real Madrid got off to a winning start away at Alaves last Saturday and are already looking forward to their next test, this time away at Levante on Sunday.
3-1.
4-1 for Real Madrid.
Okay, well, thank you very much. We'll see what happens on Saturday.
Come on, yours, Karina.
2-0. Well, that's all we have time for on this edition of Real Madrid Pass. Thank you for watching.